4,000 kilometers.
45 days.
Through snow, rain and 24 hours of daylight.
To cross the Arctic Circle and reach the capital of the North.
We want to know how cheap we can travel 4,000 kilometers in Norway by only using the concept of Workaway and our social network.
Wanna know how it went?
This week in Workaway Travel Series. Got some drugs? Oh no, sorry, that's the cabin tour. Ah, yeah. Oh no, sorry, that's the cabin tour. Oh yeah, come in. Please lock the door after you close the door. Thank you. Yes. Here in Lofoten we have our own brand new cabin. This is the door, this is the gang to the kitchen, and I will show you the bathroom first. This is the bathroom, our own bathroom. Don't be that, because that is rommel. And there's a staircase to heaven. And here you come to the kitchen. Here you come to the kitchen. Look up there, there's soul skin. And in Lofoten the weather changes very fast. This is where Josse and me change into Gordon Ramsay when we make food. And this is a very important machine. This goes, of course. This one. Then from here, nice radio. It's a very nice radio and a calendar. And these are the two daughters from the King of Norway. That's a lie. Come here. Look, this is a second dining room. This is where we eat. This is the living room. Someone, I don't know who it was, but someone left the towel, the dude over there, didn't clean up. Oh, look at there, look there. You see a nice little flame.
Vil du ikke tænde op igen, måske?
Oh my god, wow, so much fire. See that? I've just put on the open heart. Here we have a big like open heart. And here you can just chillax. Get yourself some coffee. A beer or a coffee. Oh, you can put on a TV. And this is the cabin of our hosts, Frode. And this is actually the house where they moved here to Lofoten. That was about 17 years ago. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about him. Just sitting on a table. We're finally in Lofoten, and we want to explain something about the area and about Lofoten itself and about the hosts. I can start with the reason why Lofoten is called Lofoten, because the Swedish people find Lofoten that looks like a feed of the lynx apparently. So therefore it's called LOFOTEN.
Yeah, let me explain it a little bit more clear. Vestfågøy Island, which has been the heart of the archipelago since ancient times, was originally named Lofoten because its shape looked like a lynx foot. Lo translates to lynx and foot derives from the word for food. Soon it gave its name to the whole area, and that's why the islands are now called Lofoten.
And our new host is called, or his name is Frode, and he owns like a company where they rent out private summer houses or cabins in this area. It's called like the commune. It's called
Bø.
No.
Okay.
Vestfågøy.
Oh, yeah.
But the city is Bø or Bøstad. Yeah, and they rent out these houses, and we're actually living in one of them right now. Stop scrolling.
Okay.
And then they are of course busy getting the miljøfyrtårn, which is like a sustainable. It's like a marker a company can get if they're sustainable in all kinds of ways. It's not only like for the climate, it's also the atmosphere at the working place, like for the employees. So they have a big sustainability focus, and we have been helping them with brainstorming about what kind of things they can do to get closer to getting this mark, the miljøfyrtårn. But except for that, we have also built a terrace or a plateau in front of their office, so people can go there and enjoy the sun, enjoy the summer, enjoy the winter.
With a cup of coffee.
Yes, and we actually we recycled these wooden plateaus that the boats get tied to out on the water. So we just removed all the iron on the side of it and then evened out the ground where they were supposed to be, and then we put them there, and then we had a nice wooden plateau for the guests.
Ta-da! The area here has a lot of Viking history. For example, Borg is the largest Viking longhouse which they discovered here, but it had to be reconstructed, and now it's standing in the Viking Museum, the Lofoten Viking Museum.
Where we were.
Yes.
Look at these nice clips.
Wow.
Famous Viking ship they're talking about. Yay! Okay, come.
And a lot of islands here in the area, like a lot of small islands, and in the old days people used to live there instead of the mainland. And that's because the sea was too rough to sail over, so it was too dangerous to just go to mainland and sail to the islands again, so they used the islands to live there for fish and everything they needs to have for a living.
And the sea was rough because of the big rocks, and when the tide is low or even high, the sea is like very not deep.
Yeah.
So there are a high chance of crashing into all of these rocks.
Yes. But now they made a lot of Stonehenges here to avoid getting tsunamis.
What's the meaning of Stonehenge?
But what have we been doing here in Lofoten? Are you ready?
Yeah!
Because it always rains here in Lofoten, at least like every other day. And then the sunshine all of a sudden, then it's rain. We have been seeing a lot of rainbows.
Yes.
Look at these nice pictures.
And videos.
Yes. And then we of course went to a small road trip around the big island. So not a small road trip, but we went to Svolvær. Yes, you saw in the last episode that we climbed the mountains and everything. And it's the biggest city in Lofoten, so it was still very small. But then we also went to a lot of old fishermen villages, because that's like the characteristic of Lofoten. They have all these random small towns with like red fishermen cabins by the shore. And then they of course also have the fish, the stockfish hanging in these triangles, kind of like tents where they are drying.
And a small fact about that, it's not used for selling inside Norway, it's used for export to, for example,
Italy. Yes.
And the amount of population here is 24,000, but in the high season of tourists, it's over 400,000 people living according to Lofoten. So that's some information about where we are, the place and the hosts and what we've been doing. Subscribe!
Nope.
You just go.
Oh wow! It's in my zakje! Langzaam.
Pak even een snijplank.
Wauw! Een tompoes.
Een tompoes.